Sibhizi manje.
Kuba yapho yomuskonto.
Busy manje. Azange abantu kwachitheka igazi la eSouth Africa ukuthi abantu bazolala namatheka for ukuthi bathole imisebenzi. Azange kwachitheka igazi ukuthi abantu bazobribe makumele bathole imisebenzi. When our forefathers were fighting, they wanted a better life. Why thina singafuni ukulwela ingane zethu? Siyishiya nelizwe elisebenzayo elifunctional. Why? Sifuna ukushiya abantwana bethu ebishini bayokhafula emathuneni wethu abantwana. You will be like Zimbabweans, where your children will curse your grave. They will curse your land. Balishili ilizwe lakho linama minerals lina konke abantwana balishili. Babiza amakwerekwere the world over. You want to be like Nigerians? You want ingane zethu mazifika ema-airport zikhunyula amabhruko. Ngihlala ngintshela ngithi ungazitshela ukuthi into ikude nawe. Njengoba sibatshela ngamazwe wabo asikho kude ukuthi sibe i-shit hole. Nifuna ukuzwa kanjani? Nifuna ukubona kanjani? Awuboni ukuthi ilizwe lipetukile? Ikwerekwere selirana, i-NGO irana i-country. Uvote mara you are being run by an NGO. An NGO gets to decide for you. Ngomuntu onganama documents wena une-ID. Vuka muntu omnyama, it's too late manje. It's too late. The people shall govern in the midst of lack of leadership. It is the time to rise now. Sebaskale is too long. Baskale is too long. Baskale is too long. Basfunda. Mama moyethanda ukuthi ngothandi kayi1, kayi2 ngisesithombeni. Singama South African kayi1, kayi2 sesithombeni. Singayiqopha izozo. Nama EFF makunyiwa nawo they must suffer the fate. Esoyinika amakwerekwere. The streets are calling. Nihleli la ansebenzi. Inyanga iphelile amakhanda yaduma amakwerekwere abala amaphepha bandelela njengelizwe lenu. Vuka muntu omnyama isikhathi se social media siphelile manje. The streets are calling your name.
Yo, what can I say after that powerful submission? Thank you so much, Commander. Very well said. Very well said. That was beautiful. Guys, itlang little resapotang regasi busiki makwang. Please, when we call, we say, please come and join. Riri itlang little join and please do join, guys. Skela nang in the comfort of your own home. But thank you so much, Commander. Commander Kawe, welcome. Oh, Kawe seems to be away. Commander Angel, welcome, Commander.
Thanks, Commander. Thank you so much. Yo, what a powerful submission. What do you say after such a submission? You know, I just want to add on what the Commander is saying. South Africans, we have nothing to lose. Either way, we have nothing to lose. We either take it up to the streets and do what we have to do. Mina kade ngasho ngathi akuvalwe i-airport, guys. Kade ngasho ngathi akuvalwe i-airport la engena khona ephuma khona lamagrigamba. Ngoba ayehla ayazenzela la eSouth Africa. Na i-G20 fikile. Makumele si-corrupt, asi-corrupteni once. Nothing to lose. In any case, vele ayikho into esasisalele la eSouth Africa. It's either we do or we die. But masalokho sishaya izandla sigoqe izandla silokho siza la kuma social media sizokhuluma ayikho into ezos right now sekumele ngempela manje kuthathwe iaction. Yabo. sekumele kuthathe i-action manje makuwukuthi hlangana with whoever hlangana ney'nkabi noma ini kube khona icebo elenzakalayo guys akube khona okwenzakalayo manje enough is enough sesikhulumile kwanele indaba yama-court ayisebenzeli indaba yama-negotiation ayisebenzeli sibhekene nama-mafia endawana endaba akwenzeki okwenzakalayo akukho kuzosilahlekela in any case whether sihlala phansi iSouth Africa iyahamba whether siyavandalize kuyafana sizolungisa after Commander's morning.
Thank you, Commander. You are 100% correct, Commander Lamen. Guys, those who are new on this live, the commander who's just spoken, she's one of the people that conduct the clinic's operation. We remember Dudula, but she's also part of the March and March movement. So she does regularly go to clinics, and mind you, she's a businesswoman. She runs a business on the side, but on her spare time, I mean, it's not even a spare time. She's just committed to the movement. Sometimes she takes day off and then she goes to conduct Ilento. She conducts the clinic operations. Bongile, I can't expand the panel when I keep on that American Live. I can now use this format and still receive 8 guests. So I can't expect it's 8 people if you can count. It's 8 of you, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 8 of you. I'm loving this new edition at TikTok editing because back in the days we could only add 6 guests on this format, their panel. But I can't add, but we will drop somebody. It's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to just tell the commanders, Guti, she's one of the patrons that are working on the ground, and she's leading the movement as well. She's the one who initiated it at her region, you know. So we really appreciate you, Commander, for the work that you're doing for your country. You know, thank you so much for your commitment. Yeah. No, thank you, Commander Kawe. You can come in, my leader.
Good morning, Commander's morning. It's still morning with us. Hey guys, ngiyamosisa usibongela kakhuluma and ushizinto ezibaleke kakhulu. Bafethu mina kade ngangikhalela lento ngithi sesikwenze konke yebo sesikhulume konke sesizamile futhi ukunegotiate nabo bonke abantu esifisa ukunegotiate nabo including these fools esihlala nawo lemalokishini ethu laba gqoke ikipa ebomvu. You know, these guys who are part of this cultish movement, ehola lo mfana waseLimpopo kuthiwa uMalema yabo. So guys, njengoba desho sisibongile ukuhlala kwethu and try to sound smart and you know and try to be professional and whatsoever manje ngeke sasisebenzela because isystem yonke kuyabonakala ukuthi ilwa nomuntu omnyama wase South Africa. It's everything for foreigners but nothing for a black South African. Yabo, i-challenge isibhekene nayo njengamanje ukuthi even as black society, you know, as black South Africans, there is so much of a division, you know, this so-called black middle class and these clever ones, you know, the red barrets and all of this nonsense, this pan-Africanist, yabo. But noma kunjalo, yabo, there are many futhi abamezwe nelilodwa ukuthi iSouth Africa ingeyethu. Yonke into edesign into South Africa kumele benefit uye. So bafethu ayisekho enye indlela manje yabo ukunje sihlanganeni ngempela sikhoze disruption yawo le passion esifaka masebuyi Sundowns nePirates kumele sifake into enebalele because akukusiza ngalutho ukugijima uyodansela iPirates lapha uyobuka abantu abasemsebenzini abakusaba bafuna masenhlangene emgaqweni bayakusaba yabo abafuna ukuma nawe akukusiza ngalutho uzukhala ukuthi uzubizwa ngobhakaniya wena yabo at some point kuzomela sichanele ngempela energy yethu into enebalekile esinokwenza with i-future yethu esinokwenza with ikusasa lethu. Mina bafethu I'm just waiting for a call yokuthi sihlangana nini siyabonisana ukuthi i-disruptions ikhoza kuphi because ayisekho enye indlela manje because ufuzama ukuba civil and try to negotiate with these people angenzeki lutho yabo and ngempela nje wesho sisibongile ikusasa lengane lethu alikho These kids, even in the cities, they are competing with ingane zamaGregramba. Ezingane ezalwe labo Jorofina, you know, lamantombazane lawo angena vision ngempilo zabo, who are useless, who are sleeping with every dog that is coming from any that is jumping the borders of this country. Lezo ngane lezo, where they are competing with ingane ezalwa yithi la eSouth Africa. In fact, futhi zobabhulisha at the end of the day, zobashaya, zibakhiphe, you know. So bafethu leyo nto ngeke sikwazi ukuthi siyivume. If kumele sikhoze i-disruption kwi-event eserious, we must, yabo. Noma ngayini, as long as nje izobamba i-attention yalabantu kulungile. Ngisho kuthiwa noma ngayini, even kuthiwa basibulala kulungile, ngoba vele sifana nabantu abafile already, yabo. Sifile vele. Asikwazi ukuthi sonke sama-South Africans, black South Africans, sibe kwi-state of depression kule level. It cannot be. Njalo masithi siyascreama, there is no one who's listening. Sithi sivula lo mnyango lo uvalwa ngenkani, yabo. But everything emafureni manje jump, yabo. Inkantolo inyakaza ngokukhulu kushesha make kwakhala iforeign. Kwakhala lokho kunuka ikhwapha, kwaphamisa isandla, everyone is responding. It cannot be. So mina bafethu sesikwenze konke, and ekade ngangiyicela lento i-advocate konke ama-platforms engena ku ukuthi once bafethu, after all the negotiations and persuading and begging and pleading and all of this nonsense has failed, iyodwa into esiyaziyo thina, and iyona into ehlezi sinqoba ngayo. Ngiyabonga bafethu.
Thank you so much, Commander Kawe. You know, Miss K, you just reminded me, Mauti Sivalama Airport. Did you see that in Tanzania? In Tanzania, they blocked their airports and were preventing their leaders from running away. But no, you're gonna stay here and fix this country together with us. Ani indao. Did you see that, Commander?
Commander, akukho okuzovi. Yabona masingavala i-airport, sivale yonke la ngena khona imkhumbi. Yabona masingavala lapho disrupt i-economy. Izosizwa le government ukuthi asidlali. Masingavala lapho izosizwa le government ukuthi we mean business. Isingathi sizovala u-N3. Siyadlala masithi sizovala u-N3. Mele siye lapha airport. Makukhona bazovala Cape Town, bevale Cape Town, thina sivale ngapha. Valwe imkhumbi, ama-side wemkhumbi. Sithule sithi tu. Nayi G20 years. Nayi G20 years. Lemgwaqo akabhiza ilungisela abantu bangaphandle, ilungisela amakwerekwere. Asibe busy ngayo. Asigubhe yona ke manje. Sibone ukuthi abantu bakhe bazohamba phi. Njengoba u-R21, R24, R21 emenze waba muhle kangaka ngoba kuza abavakashi. Agujwe lapho ke manje. Yabo, simhlambalazi. He is not taking care of us. He's definitely not for us. We've established that. We know. So manje ke lezi izandla silokho siyishaya simphaphatha sincengeni kahle yini lengake sincengile. Ngoba akancengeki lo muntu, akafuneki ncengwa futhi. He doesn't even want to sit on the table ukuthi asizwe ukuthi sithini. He doesn't care. Qamuka nje senza ama decisions. Ukuthi thina abavoti bakhe sithini, he does not give a red ass. So thina sincengeni. Yini esincengayo thina kangaka? Ngoba ngabe ngempela manje
ngithanda lento ishoyo commander yokuthi siyovala i-G20 commander. You know that's the most powerful thing we can ever do. We will be watched by the international people. So the G20 is very close by commanders. Mangabe sifuna ukuvala umgwaqo, asivala umgwaqo kubonwe.
Phela finish. Kwaphela nje. Yabo. Phela finish. Aboneke ukuthi ngempela lezi ivakashi zakhe uzoyikhethara kuphi. Ngoba phela yelethu lelizwe leli. Yabo. Oqala nale G20 yayihijack.
Country command. we cannot be treated like tenants and we are landless overall. So if G20 indawo efanele siyitagete, we are the landlords. We have had enough ukuthi sitreatwe as second class citizens in our own country. Kuphelile ukuthi labantu abangafanelanga ukuthi babe la asambeni G20 angiyayivumela mina le.
You know, Commander, kunohlelo engangililalele kuleyo G20 leyo. Amakwerekwere buza ukuthi wona azobenefitha ini, azobenefitha kanjani kule G20. Le G20 le izobenefitha amakwerekwere, thina siza ngemuva, sizolandela ngemuva as usual njengoba sitakanyelene emikhukhwini emalokishini. Njengoba sebeza kithi ke manje. Baqedile manje ngamalokisho abelungu. Njengoba sebeza kithi manje bezongenelela kithi. Guys, sisadlala. Yazi sisadlala. Yazi masiseza kulama platform kuzokhulunywa silalele, size silale phezulu kwamafoni silalele. Sadlalwa guys. Ake siphumeni siye emgwaqweni. Ake utshela umakhelwane ukuthi asiphumeni semgwaqweni. Ake ukhulume njengohlanye emgwaqweni, ube uhlanye. Abantu beyibuza ukuthi lo sisi uphambene noma kwenzakalani ngaye. You know one thing for sure, ngihlezi ngisho ngithi abanye abantu abanayo data lokungena ku TikTok. Abantu abazi ukuthi kwenzakalani. Noma bayazi ukuthi kwenzakalani but abazi ukuthi khona abantu ababhizi njengale ndlela esibhizi ngayo njengamanje. You'd be surprised. So ngiyacela bafowethu.
Ninjani?
Let's spread the word.
Ninjani nonke?
Thank you, Commander. Lufuno, siyaphila bhuti. Isicela ume kancane abanye basa-submit and then you will come after them. Triple X, welcome.
Commander's morning, and I'd like to give the thanks to my sisters. Yabona abafazi bala eSouth Africa, ngiyanibonga. Big up. Noma nathi besemisebenzini singakhona ngokufika but what we saw, ngiyanibonga. Big up. Ngicela nihlezi nibambeni kanjalo, bengifuna ukuqala ngaloko nje ukuthi nginibonge nonke bosisi bami. Dudula Bhuli, inkosi benani. Futhi yabona ume phambili kanjani sisi wami. Inkosi protect ube nawe nezukulwana zakho nezingane zakho. Ngoba lokho kwenzayo kufaka nempilo yakho phambili, uyifaka at risk for abanye abantu bahleli nje idatha yabo babhizi babukela botsekeleke instead of joining the platform ezobayisa phambili abazofunda kuyo. Sifundisaneni seniphambili. Siyabonga bosisi bami. Nawe my sister opening up the lives ube nesikhathi unga attend ezinye izinto zakho coming attending here nonke engenayo la kule platform. Siyabonga but asikhuleni ke madoda seniphambili bafethu asiphumeni thina amajida ke manje. Niyamuza uDudula Bhuli uthini usisi vele bayo protector ubani basicala le amagorilla lawo lemfenenyana lezi macala. Thina mina okay abayi5 abayi7 ngabawisa but the rest of the others is bayo protect abobani. Bafethu asiphumeni isiparakitchen abosisi bethu silweleni izwe. Asiyekeni ukuhlala nje busy sinanebuka sihlaleni kuma cellphone singa activate something. Ezusisa phuma la asho phuma activate i-neighborhood yakho bheka who's the activist bajoin bahlanganiseni niphusheni into eneyaphambili and asiphumeni ehlathini supportenini nenye into engisafuna ukuyisho futhi yabona amaphoyisa yo nine right maphoyisa isikhipheni ukukumanje khiphani these corrupt officials because we are painting all of y'all as corrupt. Cause nivumela lezi nja lezi eziyidodi zamaphoyisa ezimoshayo la ngaphandle zisebenze nani nini nifuna ukusebenza kahle. Khiphani labantu sizokwazi ukubona ukuthi obani cause manje asakwazi nokuthemba nephoyisa la eSouth Africa. Umuntu osathemba iphoyisa la eSouth Africa shame uthemba isigebengu. Mina in the security sector. Umuntu omoshe i-infrastructure about 2 weeks ago uphumile futhi simthola uyamosha futhi ukhisho ubani sis, I'm disgraced. Yes, angazi nokuthi ngathini. Bantu abadala phumani, kuyamosheka, izwe liyamosheka. Fundisani nengane zenu ezihambayo. Yabona njengamanje lento besihlalela sibukela igeneration. Manje kumele sihlale sibukele simamele ukuthi siyenzani, what's our next move, and teach our kids as well. Asukeni manje kulento zokubukela yini lezi zinto lezi ezigcwelela iTV. Asekho isikhathi seTV manje. It's time out now. Izwe lihambile. Let us help each other. Akusenabuntu la. We living in the wild west. Mani ngazi ukuthi kufa abantu abangakanani ngeyosuku. Ningamangala. Kubi la ngaphandle. Bafethu asiphakameni, asupporteni abosisi bethu. Abosisi bethu mabahamba emasayidini, asibeni la sizokwazi ukuba protector khona. Asiphumeni, asiyekeni ukuzenza ama social bully la. Sizenza abo clever la. Kanti uyibhari. Kanti uyirotonyana. Asiphumeni so supportana abomama bethu. Yazi mani ngeza nizobona la kula match ukuthi kuyenzakalani. Most into engiyibona la kula match abosisi, abomama, abobhuti dololo. Yini ngidlala ama dice ngezweleni. Ayinishayile igrab bafethu. Ngiyabonga my sister.
Triple X mntakwethu, before you sit down, if I may, when I host, I think with Triple X what he said, referring to what Usisi said before, yena, it's very sensitive and it's very deep. And yes, guys, I do not know how to put this, because each gents, black South African gents, like we are Norway. When you look at these things that are happening, it's mostly Osisbetu that are doing the fighting. But that also can be traced to its origin if you do a proper analysis of what has been taking place in our country for the past 30 years. It gives a direct articulation in terms of why black gents are not in the picture. You understand? There was a Kwekwe case not long ago that was here in the Eastern Cape. And unfortunately, I stay in East London. The incident took place in Mthatha. That's like almost 400 k's away. So I noticed Kulamachukuti, no man, there are very few gents over here. It's mostly women. But guys, we must also understand that many of our brothers, they do not have like the capacity that we have. Some of us gents, even though we know we are being oppressed by a system, we still have the courage to get up every morning and know we have to do fighting. You understand? We understand that Tukuti Ilizweletu is in deep trouble, and if we do not stand up together with our sisters and do the fighting, then we are literally done as Ilizwe when I'm talking. Now, the reason why it actually goes back to Landobu Teta in a contradictory term. Landobu Teta Yenansika, you were saying about the you were applauding, you're saying that the police officers, you're going to paint them all with the same brush because there are some of them that are bad and then there are some of them that are good. But since those ones that are good are not showing up, you're going to paint them entirely with the same brush. Bruh, I'm going to be frank now. For over a month, I've been singing the same tune. If there's a South African black guy who is causing trouble, who is in favor of Amakwerekwere, guys, I shit you not. Sorry for using that language, but I shit you, I swear to God. Tina South Africa, we will deal with that person decisively, one way or another, that we are not afraid. When you go to work, we are used to blood. We can do it. You understand? Now it becomes a bit of a predicament on our side when ingosisi bethu now osisi abasmelayo ngosisi bethu, and we love them for that. But the fact is mntakwethu that majority at this time in our country, the majority osisi bethu are either asleep or they are in collusion with amakwarakwara. And if the osisi that we see on these platforms supporting us, singing the tune, ukuthi mabahambe, bambalwa, they're in the minority. They're in the minority, trust me. These girls that work in these offices, municipality and so on, majority of them, they're not on our side. And for some weird reason, I picked this up, Kuti, whenever I engage with them, for some weird reason, they actually believe, Ukuthi, they're going to have a decent role in the new South Africa should what enemies zethu are planning were to take place. You understand? If our enemy wins and they change South Africa, making us amakwerekwere in their own in our own country, but now to some of them, not all of them, but way too many of them, they actually believe they're gonna have a decent place. Yeah, and if in that country. So for me personally, even this matter is the division. There's a huge division currently happening now in South Africa between the black man and the black South African woman. There's a huge division, bruh. Whatever the black man says, the black woman disputes. A perfect example of this, you just analyze the Sbusiso case, the one in KZN, whereby a majority of men were saying, but okay, it's bad, but it's understandable based on ABC. And the majority of Sisbet were like, no, regardless of what happened, he should have lived. And that confusion all boils down to a constitution that said, hey guys, you can do whatever you want. It's free for all. There are no consequences. We wake up 30 years later after taking that advice from Abelungu, and this is where we find ourselves. Going back to Lando Buteta when leadership Kawe, Sundowns and Tontoni, bruh, I'm a huge soccer fan. I'm a huge Paris fan, but I don't watch soccer anymore. Simply because no soccer team in South Africa has the best interest of black South Africans. That, bruh, it took me a long time to actually accept, and it's sad, but I ended up coming to that conclusion. If black men in South Africa do not get hired by these big teams, you look at my team, Gopi Pirates, they went out and hired Kwara who has no experience. A Kwara with no experience, and they gave that Kwara one of the biggest teams in the African continent. But when it comes to Kwenga, Wasekauti, Okanye Sbusiso from KZN, Okanye Ulerato from wherever, it's always where's the experience? What have they done before? We can't let them do ABC. So as a full of entertainment on the soccer pot, rugby also, cricket, I'm not that aware. So it's not only economic in terms of imisebenzi, sport-wise as well. You look at the sports now, they are flocking here Namakwara in sports like it's crazy. Like it's crazy, guys. Rugby, our country is going down the drain, but they're not going to win, Shem. I'm glad that most of us have woken up. No, they're not going to win, guys. Yes, I submit, leaders.
Thank you so much. Nongu, welcome.
Okay, about Joyce.
Commander's morning.
Like a promise, let's all like.
Oh, ufuna khuluma Dudula.
Oh, I said jump in. Spongile moderator. You are a chief moderator. You should have jumped in.
No. What in be this now? What in be this?
Guys, jump in. I responded, can jump in. You are a moderator. You can jump in whenever you see it.
No problem, my leader. There is the last speaker that just joined the panel, Utandile Jojozi. She's one of the patriots whom I saw her post on Facebook. Askis my leader Nongu. I just want us to allow this patriot. I just want us to allow this lady. And can we follow her in numbers, particularly Lama Patriots who who studied education, teaching? Can we follow this lady? The noise she is making about South Africans who are not being hired by the higher education institution and even basic education. she is making noise there on these socials. Can South Africans be prioritized? Why are we having amakwerekwere working in our institutions, in our education sector? So I'm going to allow this queen to speak right now. I saw her on Facebook and I saw Ujasinta sharing her post about the painful things South Africans are going through. Apparently, South Africans that studied education, that studied teaching, have even come together and approached our leaders. And Bayaba Plutika. And when I tell you all the time, Guti, it's no longer about the courts because these people deliberately infiltrated us. It's no longer about the courts. Manje, we must take it to the street. Amakota was sebenzeli manje. Sibonile awasebenzeli. We heard good portfolio committee. A South African that was overly qualified. She was sidelined with the term of internationalization by the ANC. Deliberately. Tandile. Oh, did she drop?
Oh,
No,
Ikolo
we
Kuntutula,
abandoned her. She didn't
Oh, no,
drop.
she's
I
here. No,
abandoned her.
she's here. Please go ahead, my
Oh,
leader.
morning, Patriots. My name is Tandile Chochozi from Richards Bay. Well, I don't hold a degree in education, but kunomuntu bengibhalele esayidini ekhuluma ngale nto, but it's something I know from someone who studied at university. I know, but from my 4-year degree, I only had like 4 South African lecturers my entire degree. So it's not also about the economy. These people are occupying our local economy. They are exhausting our healthcare system. They are entering our education system, funding ingane zabo lapha, while ezethu zingafundi. And we're also having this crisis here, education sector. South Africans guys are not dominating there. And I've been saying this thing, but kungena muntu, I didn't have a platform. So ngizothi ngokuthi Patriots ningfollow as Eshilo Sibongile, so that we make noise about this thing. I'm sure anyone who went to TVET or any South African university will attest with me. There's 1, 2, even HODs, they are non-South Africans. Dean of faculties, these people are head of departments. Even Goma high schools, what Department of Education got the release states, there's approximately 10,000 teachers that are foreigners that are currently permanently employed by the Department of Education, of which is not Patriots. That's not acceptable. That can never be acceptable. And Google Scottish South Africa, there's absolutely no scarce skill. Bafundila South Africans, guys. We cannot allow this. I want us to also focus on this thing in my education sectors. Singayikhohlwa and not sideline it. And so ngiyabonga, guys.
Thank you so much, Sisi. Your comment section with the post you shared today, ama comments from South Africans, abanye never posta nama degrees wabo. It was such a painful comment section. The ANC has stripped our people of their dignity. I-ANC bakhumulile abantu abamnyama. Ibukisile yazi i-ANC ikhumula abantu yathi hambe estradini abantu abamnyama. Where we've got competent men and women in this country. Yazi guys, man ngathi niyakhumbula. Mina, even though I went to a multiracial school, my teachers were white, but they were South African. And they loved us. Lento ye racism nokuthi the land mina ngizwa ngamakwerekwere though mina my teachers loved me and they were white.
The white teachers are loving. I remember even my sister.
They loved
My
me.
sister, she went to a multiracial school as well, and the majority were white people. When she went to that school, Nasa it's Afrikaans, but within a few months she spoke it fluently. You know, even after she finished high school, she went back to her primary school to visit her grade 1 teacher. That woman welcomed her. I mean, all her teachers were so nice. Guys, entire racism, Miyamakwang. They're just
Band, host.
the most
You know,
loving.
now I went to a primary school where there was a brother and a sister of the same surname teaching in the school. And I remember when I moved from this grade to the next grade, and I was being taught by the sister, he had already told the sister about me. Shoot, this one is very vocal. She talks from a school. I've always been like that. I remember, if I would be called by the teacher with what's wrong. Like they would assume there's anything wrong. And they would ask you, are you okay? What's wrong? You know, I remember those days like yesterday. I went with DJ Shimza to the same primary. And we never faced any racism. We were loved. We were loved to the core by those teachers. And they made sure we got the best. This land and the white people and mina ngizwa social media, I never experienced it, my schooling years. And I'm not taking away the fact that there are white people who are problematic, and that should be addressed.
There are
But the fact of the
problematic
matter,
black people as well. There are problematic black South Africans
like
as well.
EFF people,
Can't be a
and
race
we
thing.
don't want to address it because we share the same skin color. Like Zimbabweans who are butchering our people in the townships and in this country. Like Congolese, like Tanzanians who are selling powder, Nigerians who are hijacking buildings and forcing children into prostitution, Pakistanis who are raping our children. I can go on and on and on. I was never taught by a Kwara teacher, even a lokshini, laba nengpila na belokshini. Ema Tembisa High, Ema Ngasivele, Ema Giani, I can go on and Megana Makwara lap. Megana Makwara, even abo mistress basemalokshini, nebat mababona umntana anganasicathulo nebathatha umkholo wabo.
True. Very true.
Kwathiwa after school, kwakiwa endlini ka mistress. And you know, I don't want us to paint. There's a video I posted on my stories. Go and listen to it. There are still good policemen. Basasekhona. They are still there. They are at the Mahlanga Commission today, telling me and you about the bad things that are happening in our country. Let's not write them, all of them off. I've seen policemen who were sent to us with our operations, and they will tell us, again, we support you. We stand with you. They are still good policemen. Basasekhona.
I went to meet station commander while I Richards Bay, and he was like, go ahead, you are right behind you. Even if busy. And guys like Hezed and Shem, I don't like, they are on our side, and I dominate here. The only problems we have this side ngama Jolofina wives, because maybe but so far the policemen umkhwanazi, they are all on our side, the premier. So guys, and they all said we are right behind you. We are right behind you as long you fight for your country. So there are still good policemen. There are still good people out there.
On the voice note, listen to him when he says, today I'm a taxi boss and my passion is in the police force. That man broke my heart. He sent the voice note to Masemola. And he was saying, who and who and who and who. He even mentioned that there are Zimbabweans who are butchering our people there. And nothing is being done about it. There are police officials who are graping people for positions in the force. When you're on the ground in those marches, the police will come to you and tell you, we support you. It's the system. There are still good policemen. There are more bad apples than the good ones, but there are good ones who love this country. And you must remember, bad policemen didn't start today. They started prior 1994 with the Mpimpis. You must remember. You remember with Sarafina. They were there. Who used to unleash those dogs on our people. Manje, South Africa ifuna mina nawe. Ifuna mina nawe ayifuni icourt ngikutshela. There is nothing there in the courts. Those are pieces of paper with people who went to school, who are captured, who are corrupt, who can be bought. This country needs me and you now. There is no judge that's going to tell you that your child must suffer to get space, and that your mother must suffer to get a cancer treatment, that your child must suffer to get a treatment. Akuna court ezokutshela lokho manje. When we've got our people being given dates to 2027, 2028, akuna court ezokutshela lawo masimba. Mase kuthiwa gula umuntu wakini or umuntu wakho, akuna court engakutshela lawo masimba.
The same thing I said, ngithi, the same way they get deported and come back to South Africa without proper documentation is the same way we won't stop doing this. Angisho noma kungabuya ujudge wakuphi athi stop. We will not backing up. Friday siyalapha ePoint eThekwini, Saturday silaya Richards Bay asihlali. We want, the more they take us to court, it's the more they are fueling things. Akuna judge ezositshela ukuthi asiye ukuthi the same way ama-foreigner asuswa aphinda abuye is the same way we won't stop. They're just wasting their time. But I'm so glad that this girl kade ngibhalela ethi they are using fake accounts to express themselves. I'm like, guys, go out there. If we die, we die. As long as our country in the future we will be foreigner free. If any one of us die, then let it be. Even during apartheid, guys, angeke sipulishwe ama-foreigner in our country, in the country that our forefathers fought for.
Yes, when Asistandi, what you're saying with the
Allow
thing to
others,
do,
my leader.
it's
Can we allow others? Can we allow Commander
Can you
Nonku?
allow Unonku, please?
Nginombuzo lana Thandile, indlela enihlangene ngayo eThekwini manithine umzabalazo. Ngiyibuza ukuthi uma sasingaba nento yokuthi mhlawumbe kuke kusuke ukuthi ke ngoba phela vele nasephaketheni sithanda ukuqina futhi sama South African, kodwa khama isikhathi se-corona nesavovo siphuma sigijima. But nginombuzo lana wokuthi uma kwakungathiwa mhlambe kulama operation esiwenzayo mhlambe ke kusuke iTheku lize ngapha noma iKZN ize ngapha, nathi sisuke ngapha sihambe siyoxhasa ngale KZN, sihlangane nje ngaleyo ndlela leyo nje ukuthi government ayisazi ngempela manje ukuthi ibhekene nobani. If kuuthi kunamabhasi ekumele sisuke ngale, sibone ukuthi sihlanganisa kanjani, sihlanganyela kanjani, because nakho lokho ukuthi alikho ikhaya elinganawo 5 rand guyzini, alikho ikhaya elinganawo 5 rand. Provided kunama grant atholakalayo la South Africa. But uma sasingaba nendlela yokuthi sikhulumisane nabantu base South Africa laba abathi ba ama patriots bafuna ukulwela izwe labo, kwenye operation sike sisuke ngapha eGoli size ngapho sizohlangana sibe into eyodwa, kwenye operation nisuke ngapho sizohlangana ngapha sibe into eyodwa, njengayo nje le G20 uma sithi siyayenza siyenze ngendlela esiyenza ngayo, yabo. It's just umbono nje engazi ukuthi mhlawumbe kwakungameka kanjani makungathiwa kuyenzeka.
Yeah, I support your point. Nginto engifisayo ukuyibona because they once came to the site. Sibongela khona kanje kodwa uAfrica uzandile August kade bela ukuthi they were not that much, but we can arrange that. We can raise funds. The other thing we must know is that baningi abantu who are behind us, but abanye are just protecting their braids, but they're willing to fundraise. So if singenza nje into like abantu banama big followings, my account is also growing it as well. I'm gaining more patriots to following me, not just Sinta, obviously. If happy, we can open a crowdfunding yokuthema transport, and people are willing to come because they are South Africans. I understand them because they're protecting their bread, I guess. but size lapha eGoli nani nehlinize la eThekwini. So I support it so much. Sibe united, sibe into eyodwa to show like the way you did izolo after a court judgment. I love that thing. Nibe united and be one thing. So I support your point. I support your point. Ngizoke ngiraise.
Maphuma amabhasi nje kuthiwa kuphuma amabhasi nje eThekwini aphuma impela abe uchache landelane. Noma ngabe kuphuma 10 yawo noma ngaki yawo.
I'll raise it with Jacinta on Friday. Friday is here point vele eThekwini. I'll raise it with her. Ngizoke ngiraise ukuthi how uyakhuluma futhi noZanele. Cabanga ukuthi noSibongile uyakhuluma naye. Yes, ithi iGoli lihle nathi
ukhona kuyilentozana yama excavator.
No, I'm not. Ngisazoke ngicela uJacinta ngi-add.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Nongu.
Mina
sorry.
nje ngithi impi yamasoja. Commanders, you know vele sisempini. And once you don't
Matutula.
Ubana yoqala masele impi yamasoja. And impi vele yamasoja. And we must know that ukuthi the point that we are in is a point of no return. The fact that an organization from Norway, commanders in Europe, is telling us South Africans in South Africa who are indigenous to this country, who are taxpayers in this country, that we must allow illegality. We must look the other way when we see our state failing. Commanders, we have Imadlanga Commission where it is laid bare for everyone to see. Ukuthi we don't have a government. And what is shocking is that even Gule judgment, there is nowhere where we can see what is hate speech. Because there's no court in South Africa that has declared Abahambe as hate speech. There is no court in South Africa that has declared the word kwere as hate speech. So, kahle siboshiselweni. Because we went to Isiri commanders to say to them, these are the issues affecting ordinary South Africans. The fact that our hospitals are unable to cater for the whole of Africa. The fact that we've got laws that allegedly are meant to protect the people of this country, and yet my politicians, the ANC government, is not doing anything. We even had Umkhwanazi coming to media on a Sunday to tell South Africans, ukuthi senzobona ukuthi nenze njani. Mara, this is the situation. Umkhwanazi addressed me and you to tell us that we do not have a government. There is no leadership in this country. And the people of South Africa have got an obligation. You have a duty as a South African to govern. When leadership fails, the people shall govern. Commanders, we want to vote. We want to vote to say yes or no. We want to vote yes to say we want illegal immigrants to do as they please in our country. We want to have a say to say we want our children to continue to be powdered. We want to see our cities turn into a slum. We want our economy not to grow. We must be given the opportunity because we can see that this country does not have leadership. We want to vote yes or to vote no. Because we can see that the courts are captured. We were told by Madlanga Commission that members of the judiciary are accepting bribes from criminals. We were told by Imadlanga Commission that judges are taking money from syndicate members. We were told by Imadlanga Commission that politicians who are meant to serve and protect the people of this country, who have taken an oath to prioritize the people of South Africa, are taking money of criminals so that they can be elected into political office. On a daily basis, we are seeing politicians on Imadlanga Commission. We are seeing policemen and women who are telling South Africans, on a daily basis that the system has collapsed. We don't have a leadership. We don't have a government. Cyril Ramaphosa does not have mechanisms to deal with corruption, to deal with lawlessness, to deal with the issue of powder in our country. And Mkhwanazi said, it is up to us as citizens of this country to do something about it. And to do something about it, we will. Commanders, the Operation Dudula has been interdicted. But when, as an ordinary South African without your Dudula t-shirt, you have not been interdicted. There's nothing stopping you from demanding to be prioritized in this country. There is nothing stopping me and you, as the people of South Africa, to demand services in this country. It is not our fault that immigration officials are not doing their duty. It is not our fault that the Deputy Minister of Police does not have a job description. And the President is aware more than a year of him being in office. He does not have a duty. He's not doing anything. He is not serving the people of South Africa. We heard in the Madlanga Commission that when he wakes up in the morning and goes to work, he doesn't know what he's going to do. So we must remind them that because they have failed, democracy says government by the people, for the people. And what we must do is to ensure that we continue. We must intensify. If they call it hate, let us intensify the hate. If they call it hate speech, we must intensify it. There is nothing wrong to call a person Ikwerekwere. There's no court that said the word Ikwerekwere is illegal. There's absolutely nothing wrong to say somebody is a foreigner. If you are a foreigner, you are a foreigner. Commanders, Nigeria has failed because Nigerians were told to keep quiet and they kept quiet. Uganda has a president that is a fossil. It is failing because Ugandans have looked the other way. Instead, we've got a Miss South Africa who's a Ugandan who wants to be a South African. We've got a commissioner in the human rights who's a Ugandan who wants to be a South African. We've got Zimbabwean lawyers and judges who want to practice in South Africa. They have failed to prioritize their people and to put their people first. They have allowed the intimidation of the courts of ZANU-PF to allow them to keep quiet. We've got Zimbabwean journalist Abo Hopewell Chinono, who have left Zimbabwe, and today they are celebrating a decision of Norway, a decision of Ford. Today, EFF, who have always said they are the vanguard of the people of South Africa, are celebrating a decision of people from Norway. Yes, they are telling us ukuthi uLokhunjani is a problem, the Stellenbosch mafia. But the people of Norway can make decisions on behalf of Wena as a taxpayer and a voter. How can the EFF celebrate a decision funded in Norway to tell the people of South Africa to look the other way? Commanders, Nigeria has failed because Nigerians never faced issues affecting them. They went and left Nigeria. And us as South Africans, we are not going anywhere. And we are not going to be stopped by a piece of paper. The fact that we had something called Umkhonto weSizwe, it was because our forefathers experienced what we are experiencing. And they decided to have a defiance campaign. And then we are going to defy illegitimate judgments funded by corrupt judiciary. Aguphi ama CR17. Where is the judgment of CR17? Why is it that the financial records of Cyril Ramaphosa have been closed? And nobody is saying anything about that. Why did they seal the CR17 funders? We want to see something about That simply tells you, commanders, ukuthi Indaba ye phala phala. Why is it sealed? Why are they pronouncing it? It's because they have decided which South Africa is gonna be a septic tank of criminals. Our country is gonna be stamkoko for any criminal to come here and do as they please. They've got another thing coming. As the people of this country, as the men and women of this country, as the children who are in Zaloga Winnie Mandela, the most hated woman like Uzandile Tabul, we are not gonna retreat nor surrender. We have heard these slogans before. Our forefathers gave us songs to say, no retreat, no surrender. Ibisukela kuphi leyo nto leyo. When they said ayashiswa amagundwane, yayisukelwa yini igundwane? Amarota. Yayisukela kuphi leyo nto leyo. It was things like this one. That is why they had to go underground. And not as Operation Tutul. We are going underground. We will emerge as patriots. Because the name Operation Tutula has been declared as illegitimate. We will use it, but we will come out as patriots, while we know very well that we are Operation Tutul, and we are gonna vote for Operation Tutula in the municipal elections, so that Operation Tutula can have a foot in government, so that Operation Tutula can continue to do these operations, and we will call them oversight. Give us your vote so that we can conduct oversight, so that we can request EPMDS of the Minister of the Police, so that we can know their job description, so that we can tell them what is it that they need to do to prioritize the people of South Africa. Give us the mandate so that we can put South Africans first. Give us the mandate so that we can remove Amakwarekware from buildings that they are occupying illegally. Give us the mandate so that we can put our children in jobs. In South Africa, we've got graduates who are unemployed, and yet we've got schools without capacity, without teachers. Give us the mandate. Give us the mandate so that we can be able, look, patriotic South SA is doing these operations, but nothing is done to them. MK is doing these operations, but nothing is done to them. Because the only legitimate voice that truly speaks to the people of South Africa, it is Operation Tutul. That is why they are terrified. And with what has happened, commanders, we have seen the true colors of the EFF. Noma uyisidomu esidomekile awungayenzi ngathi awuboni. We have seen the EFF for what they are. They are nothing but a pacifier of our pain. EFF, they don't care about the lives of ordinary South Africans. And MMC of the EFF is happy to see South Africans suffering in medical institutions. The AMC of the EMFF has never said anything while they've been in government for so many years. When Aboket Matlala was stealing imali yaseThembisa, they have never done anything. Instead, they are governing with them. They are also signing so that our money must go to criminals. Commanders, give us the mandate. We want to vote yes or no. We want to have a say whether we allow illegality and corruption to continue in our country. We want to vote yes or no. Whether we want to continue seeing our borders being laid open for any criminal to come in as do as they please. We want to vote yes or no. Whether we want to continue to see our children being under powder. We want to vote yes or no. Whether we want to continue to see our country turning into Islam. Give us the mandate so that we can go and campaign to say, put South Africa first. in South Africa. South Africa is for South Africans. We are not interested in what is happening in Zimbabwe. We are not Zimbabweans. We are not interested in what is happening in Congo. We are not Congolese. We are not interested in what is happening in Eritrea. We are not Eritreans. We are South Africans, and our only concern is South Africa and South Africa. Give us the mandate so that we can decide as the people of this country to vote yes or to vote no. We want to decide whether we want this government to continue with this corruption. We have seen that judges are not effective. They are captured. Madanga Commission has told us that. Give the people of South Africa the authority to vote yes or no. Let us decide. Give us the mandate.
To prove what these judges are captured, I've been seeing the judgment. The case was about them about Dudula stopping them from accessing their healthcare. Now the judgment all of a sudden is about the businesses. It's about calling them kware kware.
What did I
These
say?
people are captured.
It's even about education and housing. Any tutula
Exactly.
education.
You guys never touched
How
that
did
part.
this
They are
judge get to
captured.
that judgment?
Appeal that
Worry
nonsense.
not, patriots. Worry not.
Appeal that
Worry
nonsense
not.
and imagine.
You know what is impressive leadership is that the judgment is not enforceable, because you must understand that Dudula radicalized the whole of South Africa. Healthcare facilities and schools, they exist in the communities, in our wards. So right now, if they are stopping Dudula, obviously they are stopping people that registered Dudula. But at the end of the day, it is the community that is manning those clinics 24/7. And I want to urge our patriots, please check the intranet in your province. That, for instance, if you go to kznhealth.gov.za, you get to see the invitations to apply for the clinic committees. I think in KZN it starts from April, whereby the previous clinic committee, actually their term expires, and then you need to apply. The only thing you need matric to actually apply to be a member of the clinic committee. And clinic committees are people in the community, guys, are just community members that become members of the clinic committee, meaning to say that they actually work with the clinic management to take the concerns of the clinics. Like, for instance, if the clinics are full, there's not adequate staff, if the staff has attitude, if the doctors or nurses are late, if there's no medication, it is just ordinary members of the community that becomes members of the clinic committee. And it's usually made of, I think, 10 to 15 members, and they hold meetings every month with the clinic leadership. So that court order doesn't actually stop us from regulating how our clinics are being run, because those are members of the community. Same thing with the school governing bodies, patriots. You know, school governing bodies, they actually appoint teachers, they appoint principals, they control the budgets, they control how classes are run. You know, so at the end of the day, this judgment is just flimsy. It's not worth the paper that it's written on. Because right now, I can tell you one thing. I mean, we all know that the Criminal Procedure Act actually empowers us, very much so, that if we see a crime being committed under Criminal Procedures Act, immigration offenses are your Schedule 1 offenses. And as long as I believe a crime is being committed, which is aiding and abetting an illegal foreigner, at the end of the day, police are not going to arrest me. They will have to arrest the criminal first, you know, and then take a statement from me of why am I there. And we are already being supported by the chairperson of the portfolio committee, Dr. Sibongiseni Dlomo, who was an MEC in KZN, who made it clear. I think I still have the newspaper article. I will send it to you, Dudula Queen, whereby he said foreigners are not entitled to the comprehensive package that is being offered in our healthcare facilities. They're only allowed to get emergency help, meaning to say they should come in an ambulance. So anyone who's walking in to collect ARVs or to do an immunization for their children, that's not emergency care, not at all. So this order is not enforceable. Because let us take, for instance, our great patriot and leader, SA on Point. SA on Point is not a member of Dudula. We always see her with Miss Victoria. Same thing with Trevor, is not a member of Dudula, but they are always manning facilities. So does that stop them from being activists? No, it doesn't. You know, even a member of Dudula, as a community member, this is happening in their ward. Are they doing that in Dudula name? No, they are doing it as Abahlali. It's in their community, you know. So at the end of the day, the order is not enforceable at all. They are just wasting their time. Right now, they cannot prove who is a member of Dudula and when was the mandate given by Dudula for anyone to go and man the clinic. It's as simple as that. You know, the judgment was just everywhere. It is not enforceable by law. There isn't even a prescript in law that actually seeks to address this, you know. So at the end of the day, they can't stop all of this. You know, they can't. It doesn't even stop Uzandile from going to speak to the leader of the clinic. It doesn't. It doesn't even stop her from collecting the medication at that clinic. It doesn't. You know, and what they are forgetting is this: healthcare workers are members of the public themselves, and they are taxpayers. You know, we had Ulrich going on to TV and Unes Richie, I hope you patriots are following him, whereby he explained to Unes Richie that these foreigners, he made it clear Uguti he is a pediatric nurse, he sees babies, and these foreigners will come to his healthcare facilities and they will come with a list of medication that they want, even though the child has nothing wrong with them, but they insist on getting that medication. He went on TV and he's still posting every day. He hasn't been arrested. So let me tell you, that judgment was a pie in the sky. It has no basis in enforcement. And take it from me, I have worked in the public health sector for over 15 years. You know, so right now, even myself as a South African, I'm not supposed to be seeing a criminal who has actually violated
My
an
daughter.
immigration law.
My
sister.
daughter, do you remember the gogos from Mamelodi? That MMC from the EFF who went there to try and stop them, they told her off. And those were not Operation Tutula members. Those gogos were not Tutula members.
They were
They were
community
not.
members.
They
Yebo.
told her ukuthi never again. Yes, ungathi uyakuyenza manje sikubonisa bathi angeke bangena abantu bakho la. Rona risana medication re na le di-queue wena uthi you got medical bathi zama.
Yeah,
You remember that video bathi try
I
us
remember,
bafane
leadership.
uzobona. Bathi kuphuma yonke iMamelodi knows bathi we are not Tutula members. But re mphakathi wa Mamelodi zama ukenya makwangwa hao zama ukenya mandofa.
Exactly. Exactly. And listen, they saw it this week. I even commented on your video when you went there to the High Court against Seri. You know, are all those people that were there, Tutula members? Hell no. Hell no. We want our country back, and courts are not going to stop us. Even when they lied about a Malawian child that lost her life due to Tutula being at the clinic, it wasn't Tutula members that were there. And even the supposed mother said they were wearing green. Our shirts are white as Tutula members.
Time. Mina, I want them to show us where Uzandile said anything that has been declared as hate speech in South Africa.
Exactly.
We need evidence because ngeke ugwebele umuntu esakeni. And
Yebo.
you go and you tell us about his schools, about intimidation. You cannot preempt what has not occurred. The point of going to court is because a criminal offense has occurred or an unlawful action has occurred. So we want evidence of the illegality and unlawful action. Because the fact that you are afraid of the name Tutula,
And you
that's
know
the
what
only requirement.
And you know what the funny thing is? We've seen the IFP Women's League going to clinics. We've seen Action SA. We've even seen public members going to stop. We've seen MKP actually even going to our high-level hospital, tertiary hospital, Albert Lithuli, where I trained, you know, whereby they demanded that nurse from Zambia be stripped of the position that she was occupying, and it happened. Yes, to all of you foreigners, just know one thing. When we say Hlangana Zulu, what happened this week? It was Hlangana South Africa. Ututula has radicalized all of us.
Mina ngifuna i-video where Zandile has said anything tantamount to hate speech, which has been declared as hate speech in South Africa. What is it that she said? I want to see the evidence.
And also, please, small leadership. Ngiyacela sisi, ngiyacela nje uhambe uyoshela obhuti bethu ematekisini ukuthi aba-register ama-stalls. Balande osisi babo ney'ntombi zabo zizorana ama-stalls eGoli. Aba-register ama-stalls manje. Ukuthi ba-own ama-stalls, ibona bazoba ama-vendors manje. You guys must come to my province, please, for vacations. Come to
Actually, you just gave me an idea because remember when they blocked those people, they spoke to the taxi industry to go park their cars there.
Nazo.
I'll speak to the relevant people so we can go and engage those people.
Yes, yeah. Even ourselves is more. You don't work for the government. Go and register a stall. Tell our patrons who sabahamba about register my stalls just for control. Sizowa register my stalls if we don't work for government. Yini esitophishayo to trade? Yini ngempela esitophishayo?
And commander time, it's actually not just for control. Vele angithi sithi economy yase South Africa informal ama South African. It's not just for control. It's for South Africans. Ama South Africans kumele hambe ayo register a trade. Silwela wona ngoba vele kumele kube yibo a trade abatradeayo. Economy yethu circulate amongst us as South Africans. Black South Africans.
Yes, guys, just
I mean, ask us when a time. How do you have foreigners working in Mafemin, working in higher education, being CFOs in government, and they still want to trade? They want to take it all from South Africans. I knew about it.
Remember how they did it, leadership? They used the status, salaba abalegal, who are occupying high positions, to register for entry-level trading, of which they don't qualify for. So right now, as Bakipe, let me tell you what happened this afternoon after my jog. I went to Super Spa. Yes, the lady, the lady, close, but she said, no, was a sis, you know, and then I came close. She thought I was a Muslim, by the way, because as much as I was wearing tights, I always use a headscarf when I'm jogging, you know, so that they don't get to see my taser, you know. And then this lady, so I was telling her about Tutula and what we are doing and stuff. And then she was like, ingane yami Stellenbosch. Ihambile ise Germany right now. Yenza i-masters yayo Stellenbosch. Yezwa. Uthi nje at least itholile grant from i-NRF. Boy uqede IT. Naye ufuna ukuspecialize nkosi yami ufuna ukwenza i-honors. Gaze ngafa ukhokha. She is ringing my till ugirl yezwa. She was ringing my till and she told me something beautiful. Getting an aibo way. Oh, yes, listen, you spam. Gimjala about what happened go match. It was like I went to another spa and the aircons were not working and I asked to speak to the manager. Bangleteli kware ngambuza ngathi aibo ngathi mina show malum and the kware was like, hey, my sister, ngathi please don't call me your sister. Akekho umzulu ngangibiza ngo my sister KwaZulu Natal. Where you from? Lati Malawi. Lo sisi was so shocked. Uthi, how? Uthi, listen. Tina lana sabagila. We didn't tell them. We just joined a union. We didn't tell them. All of us just joined a union. You won't even find a single kwere in our shop. Mind you, there is a super spa that closes at 10 every day from 6 to 10 p.m. And during the festive season, it closes at midnight. Yes, right? Let me tell you how beautiful our entry-level jobs are. And the guy, Lentuzan, Ubaba, use retired, or is security guard. Let me tell you where he used to work. He used to work at golf course. AKD, who retired last year. Last year. He was a caddy at golf course. And before then, he was like, oh, he used to stay at Yellowwood Park. Get him in a yay. Yellowwood Park that you're telling me about, let me tell you, Sektola Makwarekwere at Clearwood. Awibonanga any MK shutting down in Clearwood. And then this man was like, Kanjani, get in the highball, even KFC awusekho at Clearwood. What's the highball? And then this man, he tells me, he used to work a park ranger, a nature reserve, it's a Yellowwood Park. Yes. And the manager, he's retired. Because our taxi drivers, they kicked out to Uber, by the way. So, you know. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Guys, people are so grateful for the support they are getting for what we are doing. And this is why I'm not shading him, I love him. I hate it when people say, oh, since you guys are on the ground, be careful of how you position yourself in your message. When I ring up my groceries, that is my normal life, and I want to be served by a South African. When I fill up my gas tank, that is my normal life. When I get my hair done, that is my normal life. So Black South Africans should stop this shit and thinking that people that go and fight for us in the clinics, it's because they are poor, they are illiterate, they have nothing to do. You know, they should stop that nonsense. They should totally stop that nonsense or not come up to our platforms.
I mean, they think we also poor. They say I'm also poor.
They think we are. Pella, remember leadership. We never talked about what we do. We were forced to talk about what we do last year because Amakorekora, they all came as engineers. There was even a woman who lied. She came to South Africa to teach mathematics in 1994 in 1992 because there were no teachers who could teach that. Can you imagine? Apartheid allowed a Nigerian to come and teach here. Guys. But one thing I can tell you is that court order is not enforceable. The only thing it's telling us is we must dump our t-shirts and still continue wearing our camouflage.
You know, my leader, I always tell people, just because you don't live in a double store, it doesn't mean you're poor. Just because you don't drive a Mercedes-Benz doesn't mean you're poor. You know, South Africans will still be unemployed, but they never leave this country. And I always advocate for the fact that if South Africans cannot be employed in South Africa, where must they get employed? In Zimbabwe. When Zimbabweans are not getting employed in Zimbabwe, they want to be employed where? In South Africa. In France.
My sister,
in
it's
America.
Very simple. My sister, It's very simple. We cannot shop where we can't get jobs, you know? If companies feel they don't want to employ South Africans, they must close down and open in Malawi and Zimbabwe and see if those countries have the buying power we have. You must understand that companies are opening up in South Africa because of the black middle class who are consumers. You know, because of us who are consumers, who are buying these things, so giving them profits. They must go there and deal with Mnangagwa and see if they will get profits. Shoprite Checkers had to close down in Kenya, had to close down in Nigeria because they couldn't make profits. Same thing with Pick and Pay in Zimbabwe and everywhere else because they couldn't make profits. They ended up paying rent and couldn't make money. Shoprite Checkers only took 2 years to exit Kenya. So it's as simple as that. That is why, you know, EMK, I'm going to infiltrate EMK Patriots, which it's very simple. Where they visit Ama factory, they must find out who contracts those factories? We need to know the retailers that are contracting them and blast them. You know, I remember the factory they blasted in Isithebe, Emandeni, next to King Shaka Airport, was actually doing clothes for Miladies, and Miladies is part of Mr. Price. Then we need to blast Mr. Price, you know, because we can't buy where we can't be employed. There was even one on a show whereby Uzandile blasted a factory that was employing foreigners, and I think the owner of that factory was an Indian, and they were doing bulletproof vests for SAPS. And we always wonder why we have fake police with fake uniforms. Thank you.
Thank you, leadership. Kasi Cultural Clothing Brand. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome. You can submit.
Okay, thank you.
You can submit, Kasi. You can make your submission. You can unmute your mic and talk.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll pass. Sorry.
Ganda.
Sisi, are you hurt or are you overwhelmed? Which side of the coin are you with? Are you with us or you are with Africans? African Unite. Make your stand clear, Lavi.
Oh, okay. Okay, ngiyaqala ukujoyina le group namhlanje, and bengiqala ukubona izolo ku TikTok, so bengazi ukuthi kwenzakalani. Bengifuna nje a bit of ukuthi ningifile in, but ngiyacabanga ukuthi ngizonibuyisela emuva.
No.
Ngizothola ngendlela.
I was just move, but you can always ask. We are here for newcomers as well because we want to leave this world in your hands, and we don't want you to be a foreigner in your country and not get a job. How old are you, baby girl?
Ngimdala mhlawumbe uvoice encane. Ngilike Goli and I'm 36 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you gainfully employed?
Yes, I am. Ngisebenza with logistics company. I'm a procurement coordinator. Kodwa ngisibona laba baku procurement aba corrupt.
You don't do tenders. Does your company employ foreigners?
Cause company yethu, okay, well, it deals with transportation. Okay, see, we let you see transport our goods from the sites to mine was at DRC. But into esiyenza isemthethweni. I'm a foreigner akhona wona because we.
Okay, just a quick one, my love. This is what you need to do then. You need to change your username. Make sure that you unfollow people that you work with. Change your username, okay?
Okay.
We don't want them to dox you. Remember, driving is not a critical skill, which is logistics. And remember, even if you have your IATA shipping guidelines and compliance, but it still has to comply with the country laws. And I remember, I'm in the healthcare sector. I remember I did not understand the truck drivers strike. But it made sense to me at some point because when our guys would always shut down the N2 from Moy River and Ben trucks, it made sense that when you look at somebody who was earning 45,000 with Unitrans, but now that they are foreigners, they've been taken down, they've been retrenched and rehired for 11,000 when they have to spend a whole week traveling to DRC and sleep on the road, so we really welcome you being here, and you really need to understand that what is important to us is this: entry-level jobs belong to South Africans, and above all, we're in a country whereby 1 out of 9 people pays taxes. If you were to look at, we have just under 8 million, 7 point something million people that pay taxes out of almost 64 million. Right now, it's like one person from a family of 9 taking care of everyone and having to take care of the neighbors, you know. And during apartheid, I went to a boarding school. Obviously, I paid more fees, but we were only 20 in a class. And now ANC has made it impossible for our children to read for understanding. Teachers have 60 to 70 kids in a class, and they are teaching 6 classes. Now you end up with a language teacher who's teaching mathematics. And if you look at how far we've come as a country, we should not be discussing poverty politics with Malawians, Zimbabweans, or Congolese, or anyone else who got independence before us. We should have been another Singapore. Remember, Singapore was dead poor. When the Malaysians left them, even their King Lee, Prime Minister, was in tears because he didn't know how they were going to cope, you know. But right now, they are the first world country, and that's where we should have been. You know, that is where we should have been. So you are in the right place. Your taxes are important, and you're probably going to get siblings that will be highly qualified and not get a job, you know, but a Zimbabwean will work in and get a job with no qualification, you know, and you're going to be traveling with your cousins or any extended family member who's not on medical aid, maybe traveling in Messina, and you get into an accident, you get airlifted, you're not even that injured, but your family member will probably lose their lives because theaters are full. Zimbabweans and Malawians are delivering babies, you know, because our public healthcare system actually prioritizes maternity cases because there's a lot of litigation. Remember, a Zimbabwean who sued for 17 million. And when you look at the fact that we have halved our fertility rates, birth rates since 1980, meaning to say we're taking up contraceptives as South Africans, but Malawians and Zimbabweans, my dear, right now their fertility rates, they are at 5.69. Imagine, you know. So at the end of the day, it's a matter of us preserving our public purse, preserving our sovereignty, and also making sure that every South African has a better opportunity to succeed. Like I always tell the Patriots that when I was in grade 10, I worked in a lodge, not because I was poor, it's because I was a boarding school child. I couldn't stay with my parents. And I'm from a seaside holiday town. And I would sit there with my math book or my biology book. And my neighbors, they worked Gabo Clicks, you know, they worked Gabo Spa. Even white kids were working. We actually decided to work because white kids were working. You know, it was normal for us. You know, it was just normal, you know. But right now, those opportunities are not even available for graduates, you know. So that's what you need to understand, that in business, you are as good as your last job. So experience is important. So we are fighting for those things. And those things, they determine whether you live or die. Thank you, my sister. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you.